Well, I grew up in a very Christian church background. My father was a pastor, and so I was one of those good kids growing up that got good grades in school and went to church every time the doors were opened, prayed, tried to live a good life. Uh, but then later on, as I got into college, university, I found that a lot of the things that I professed to believe weren't working. And so I just eventually abandoned even a pretense of Christianity and just went off on a search to find quote unquote God. Now, I thought I was looking for God, but I was really running from God. And I did that for many years, got involved in a lot of let's just say bad things. And then when God decided that I'd had enough, I guess, he began to draw me to himself. And it was almost like one day he pulled a curtain aside and said, you know, this is what you really are. And I had thought that I was on a path of love and goodness and trying to help my fellow man. And when God pulled that curtain aside, I saw that everything I was doing was self-centered and ungodly. And so I thought, wow, I'm 25 years old now, and I've spent all my life searching for some kind of spiritual reality, and I'm still at zero. So I decided that I would open the Bible again and see what Jesus had to say. Maybe read it again for the first time. And it was in the reading of the Bible, and especially just the words of Jesus, that he began to speak to me. And one night, after I had been wrestling with God for months, it was like that night he chose to really reveal to me the reality of his Son and what Jesus actually accomplished. And I remember, although I hadn't read this verse, God spoke to me out of Isaiah chapter 53, and he said, all we like sheep have gone astray. We've turned everyone to his own way. And that was me. I had been doing my own thing. And the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. And I just, in that moment, I saw that regardless of what my logical mind may be telling me, that the reality was that Jesus had taken my iniquity. And it had been laid upon him. And so that was the night that I fell in love with Jesus. And I said to him, I'll go anywhere, do anything you want me to do. And I haven't done that perfectly, but that's been the desire of my heart since then. That was in 1970.